Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Uchet. Last time we have we have done the introduction on this particular drawing, and we have also done part 1 whereby we did the GA for this. And when we superimpose, this is our GA. So when we now superimpose this into this, and we have done a lot of explanation on this. So when we now superimpose it, you can now see what we are having, that some columns are not in line with the wall, so which then means we are going to make some adjustments, some shifting. Is that okay? Which means that the structure is not typical. Now the ground floor and the first floor, they are not typical, but first floor, second floor, third floor, they are somehow typical. Is that okay? And the fourth floor is just to remove some columns, and then that is that. So I want to say you should sit tight and follow this video, this training to the end. Is that okay? So try to listen and watch to the end. Is that okay? So that is fine. And also, in case you have not clicked on like button, I want to say you should click on like button, or you should also give this video a thumbs up. And at the same time, if this is your first time, I want to say you should subscribe so that you can have access to our subsequent videos that we will be releasing. Is that okay? That is fine. So let's go straight to the point. Last time we have done the we have saved this our GA. Is that okay? We have saved it and we have explained all of this last time. Is that okay? We have explained all of this. So let's now go ahead and do what we want to do. Is that okay? That is fine. All right. Now, for you to really understand what we are doing here, I want to say you should go and watch the introduction at the same time, the part 1. Is that okay? Of this particular video. Is that okay? So let's now go to Protastructure. Is that okay? All right. So this is my Protastructure here. Is okay. So once we have opened your Protastructure, I'm using what you can see, Adeshola 5-story hotel building. Is okay? So that's that. Then what I will now do, I'll come to my building setter out, and I'll come to what external reference drawing. Okay, so let's bring it up. Let's bring it up and see. So once that's come up, I'll come to this place and click on what, add DXF, because it was saved on what, on DXF. Is that okay? All right, so let's see. You can see Adeshola Street. Is that okay? Adeshola Street. I click on it and then open. Let's wait for it. Okay, it has come. So at this point, I'll click on this. Is that okay? Then you can see it's already active there. Then I want the color. I want to use the color, so you can see the color has also come up. All right, next thing, I'll come to import. Is that okay? I come to import. From this import now, let's now see what we are going to be doing. Is that okay? Okay, so at this point now, I'll come to layer. Under layer, I have to go down and see Adeshola grid. That's okay. All right, then what about my column? That should be Adeshola column. That's okay. And this one, I don't need it. Then once I've done all of this one like this, I'll come to this and click on what, on import, and let's wait for it. Is that okay? Let's wait for it. Okay, it has finished. So I'll now come to this place and click on what, and click on close. So okay, they're all active. Then the next thing, I'll click on what, on OK. All right, that's fine. So as you can now see that we are having our what, all of these. You can see our column. You can see our column are automatically generated for us, and our grid lines, everything done. Is that okay? Now the next thing, now once we have reached this place, is to start putting our what, our beams. So I'll come to model, then from model I click on beam. Is that okay? Once I click on beam, let me wait for it to appear. Okay, so you can see my beam here. So my beam width is 225. Then my depth, I'm starting with what, 450. Is that okay? Which I know, but this is the minimum what we can start with. I know some will fail, but let's just start with this. So what I will now do, I'll begin to insert my beam. Okay, from this point to this point. Is that okay? All right. So let's do some together. Then I will now pause part of it so that in order to reduce the length of this video. Okay, then I'll come to this place also. I'll click here. Is that okay? So what I want to do now, I want to connect all the columns. Is that okay? With beams. Is that okay? So that is that. If you like, and just go to the end and click, since they are on the same line. Is that okay? Since they are on the same line, no problem. Is that okay? So that is that. And this one also, they are on the same line. It will definitely break. Is that okay? They are on the same line to break it. Is that okay? So let me click on this and let's wait for it. Is that okay? So let's wait for it and see. Okay, everything's perfectly okay. Let me see, let me confirm. Okay, you can see. Okay, very good. All right, so okay, I'm going to pause this video, understand, so that I'll connect all the beams. Is that okay? Connect them, then okay, when I'm about rounding up, and then I'll come back online again. Is that okay? So that's fine. Okay, so now we are going to, at this point now, can you see? So this beam is coming to rest here, this one is also coming to rest here, this one is coming here, this place what is our lift. Is that okay? So it's going to be what, a shear wall. So I haven't said that. Let me now close this one. Okay, let me go to my model and pick my wall. Is that okay? So let's wait for it. Okay, it has come. So now at this point, so what's my wall thickness? I'm using a 225. Is that okay? Then since it's 225, the half of it is what, 112.5. If you divide 225 divided by 2, give us 112.5. So 112.5. Okay, I will now come to this place from here to this point. Okay, let's wait for it. It's coming up. It's coming up. Okay, that's fine. Now also from here, oh sorry, there is no grid line here, so we have to put our grid line at this point. Is that okay? So how do we go about it? So let's check our let's go to our AutoCAD. Is that okay? From AutoCAD, let's see what really happened. Okay, you can see it here. Can you see it here now? So that is that. So what I will now do is L enter. Is that okay? L enter. Let's wait for it to come up. Okay, yes, from this point here then to this place. Okay, what's the dimension? Okay, sorry, it's a line I'm putting. Then I'll now copy from here, from this place. Is that okay? Then CP. Is that okay? CP, then enter. I'll copy from this point center to what, to this place. Is that okay? Since that one has been done, I'll now come to my dimension. Is that okay? Dimension from this point here, this center here to this center here. What am I having? Let's check. 1945. Is that okay? So 1945, I don't need this. Okay, 1945. All right, so let me go back to my Prota, then click on this place, remove this one first. Okay, come to this place, then right click and click on offset. Then I'll press my F2. Since I'm coming towards a downward direction, I'll put minus 1945, then enter. Okay, so let's wait for it to see come up. Perfect. So all I will now do, I will now double click on this. Since it's a Protastructure 2022 or 2024, you can double click instead of right clicking and then go to properties. Just double click, the property will come up. Is okay? I have it here. So I also come to this place, then from here to this point here, it will fill up. It will fill up here. It will fill up correct. So from here now, I also click on this place. It will also fill up here. That's the essence of this 112.5. So from here, I also take it to this point here. Okay, that is fine. So having done this, I can now close this one, then click somewhere else. I have my shear wall already modeled. So what I'm going to do now, for me to do this, I take this property, double click on this, and once I double click on it, and let's see what is going to happen. Let's come up. Okay, all right, the same confirm. Okay, come to this place now. Come to this place, then bring it to land here. Rest on this. Okay, rest on that. Okay, then also from this point, come and rest on this. Is that okay? That is that. Also, then come to this place, come and rest on this. This is primary, and this one I just put now, it becomes my secondary. Okay, then come this other side and also bring from here, come and rest on this. Perfect. Okay, all right, good and fine. So now that we have done this one like this, the next thing we are going to be doing, let's confirm. Let us confirm, is there anyone we have not inserted the beams? So let's confirm everything is perfectly okay. All right, it's okay. So the next thing I'm going to put what? I'm going to put my slab. Is that okay? My slab. I'll come to this place, model. Is that okay? Click on what? On my slab. Yes, my combination. Yes, perfect. I have to do it. All right, let's wait for it to come up. All right, you can see it, load generator. I click on load generator and let me wait for it. Okay, let's wait for it. Let's wait for it to come up. All right, then I'll click on OK and let me wait for it. Okay, click on OK. After I click on the load generator and it appears, I click on OK, so it will now bring up or bring out the combinations of different loads. That's fine. I will now click on what? OK. Now my slab can now appear for me to enter my parameters. All right, so you can see it here now. So at this point here now, I will not, my slab thickness is 150. That's what I'm using, 150, because I try to work within what, within the area of my panel, within what, 30 square meters. Is okay, so I can use 150 thickness. It's okay. This one, my concrete cover is perfectly okay. Now come to my loadings. Now looking at this this hotel, is okay. My finishing is okay. My dead load, additional dead load, is no more than my tiles or terrazzo. Is okay, so that is fine, and the value for that is 1.2. Now I haven't said that, don't forget we also have a partition load which is 0.5. so if I add 1.2 plus 0.5, I'm having what, 1.7. that's fine. Now this is hotel. Is that okay? I will now come to my impost load. Don't forget that impost load and live load means the same thing. Is that okay? Now how am I going to know the right value to choose in this place? I have to know the kind of structure I'm designing for. If I don't get it right, definitely my impost load will not be right. Is that okay? So that is fine. Now before as we continue, I want to say, don't forget to click on what, on like button. Is that okay? Like the video so that others can have access to this video, for them to also watch and benefit from the video. Is that okay? That's fine. Now this structure is what, is a hotel. Is that okay? Hotel. So I'll come to this place, right click. Once I right click, let's wait for it. Okay, I'll look for hotel. Is that okay? Let me start from up. Hotel, bedroom in hotel and motel. Can you see? There are bedrooms in the hotel and motel. Is that okay? I'll click on this. Then once I've done that, I'll come to this place and begin to insert. Is that okay? Now I want to tell you this. Now when you are inserting your slab, is that okay? You need to, don't just be clicking. No, make sure you can see something like rectangle. You can see taking the shape of your panel. Is that okay? If you look at it very well, you are seeing something that look like the shape of your panel. Can you see shape of your panel? Yes, before you click. Is that okay? Click on that. If not, at the end, at times you will think that does not come up. You click on it again, before you know it will now be two slabs. By the time you now do your model check, you now discover that they are telling you that your slab are what, overlapping. Is that okay? The same number or the same place. That's fine. Now click on this. Okay, so I want to insert the slab now. Is that okay? All I'm doing is to insert the slab. To reduce the length of the video, let me just pause it. Is that okay? So that I'll continue. Is that right? Okay, and finally we'll click on this. Is that okay? So that is that. Let's wait for it. Okay, good and fine. So we just finished inserting our slabs. Is that okay? So therefore, so far so good. Let's see what we have actually done in 3D. Is that okay? So I'll come to this view, right click, and then come to 3D physical model, and let me wait for it to come up. So you can see what we have now. Can you see? We just finished modeling the ground floor just as it is in AutoCAD. Is that okay? So as you can see, as it is here in AutoCAD, so we also have where in our Protastructure. Can you see it now? Can you see? This is good. This is perfect. Very okay. Is that all right? Now before I will proceed, for me, when now you are having a high-rise building, let me use the word high-rise, that's more than 1, 2, 3 like that. It's good that once you finish one, you try to do your model check. Is that okay? So that you not accumulate errors. Is that okay? So that once I have done this one, although with the way I have done it, I don't think I should have any error, but notwithstanding, I need to do what, to do a model check, so that if there's any error, I can correct it now before I generate my story, before talking of what, editing. Is that okay? That is fine, in order to avoid accumulation of what, of errors. Is that okay? So that is fine. Now that I'm done with the modeling and I'm able to check the do the model check and no error, I know that for this particular ground floor, which is 31 here, is what is perfectly okay. Is that okay? That is fine. But before then, there's opening. How do you create opening on your shear wall? Is that okay? How do you create opening? There's opening here, isn't it? There's opening here. So click on it, and once you click on it, you can see opening, wall opening. Is that okay? Editor. I'll click on it. Once I click on it, so let's wait for it. Is that okay? So it has come. I will now click on what? On add. Is that okay? So once I click on add, now this one here, which is the Y, which is what I was talking about here, is that okay? Here I'm using let me say 225. Okay, let me click here. It has come down. Come closer. Can you see it now? Okay, now since we have this one here, now what is the height? Is that okay? The height of this is what? It's not 1000, it's a 2100. Is that okay? Can you see it now? That is fine. Then this particular edge is from here to this place. There was the from here to this point. What is the width? Is that okay? The width is let's say 1002. 1002. Can you see? Then this one I'll make it 400. Is that okay? To make it at the center, 400. Is that okay? Click somewhere here. Can you see it now? Perfectly okay. And I can now click on what? On OK. Is that okay? I click on OK. Good and fine. So let's see. Can you see it now? Can you see? You can see how we have created opening into what? Into this lift. Is that okay? Forget about this one that is seems to be more. Don't forget that this part of this is in the foundation. Is that okay? So that is that's fine. Now I haven't done this one like this. Is that okay? Let me quickly do our model check. Is that okay? As I rightly said, I'll come to what? To my analysis. From there I do my building analysis. Is that okay? Building analysis. Let me wait for it. Okay, so we have this one here. So all I'll do, I'll come to this place, then come to building model check, and then click on start. Is that okay? Let's see if there's any error. Is that okay? Okay, number of error. Building model check completed. Number of error is equal to what? 0. That's fine. So I have peace of mind that this particular one, there's no what? No error. Is that okay? So that is fine. Okay, so this is it now. So now for us to proceed, is that okay? Now I will have said, let me generate the story. Is that okay? But there are some at this edge. Let me show you AutoCAD. At this place, in this place, can you see what we are having? But if you look come to the first floor, this first floor plan, you will notice that our column are here, and we have the extension of what? Of the building here. So now it then means that I need to have what? A cantilever beam. Is that okay? Around this place. Is that okay? I need a cantilever beam around this place. So I'll put the cantilever beam first, so that by the time I start editing, I will not start going up and down. Is that okay? So you understand what I mean by up and down when I'm doing it. Is that okay? So I'll come to the plan. Is that okay? So at this point here, what's the distance from here to this place? Is that okay? I need to check from AutoCAD. Okay, what is it from here? So what I'll do now from this point here, let me just pick this. I mean to keep this, then CP, enter from this point here. Okay, all right, come to this place and put it here again. Perfect. All right, so what's this one from this point to this point? Is that okay? If I like, I pick from the center. If I like, I take from the edge. To pick from the center is very easy, but let me show you when it's at the edge. Is that okay? That is fine. So I'll take my dimension from this point to this point. What am I having? 562. Okay, I think I should be 600. Is that okay? Maybe it's from the architect. Let me check from this one also. Let me check from here. Let's see from here. Let me see from here. Okay, let's see. You can see 600. Is that okay? I'm going to use 600. If it's less than, good and fine. So I'm going to use a 600. Is that okay? Not 5 something. Is that okay? 560 whatever. So I'm going to use 600. Is that okay? So extension of what? 600. I'll come to this place now. Click on this, right click, and click on what? On offset. From the offset, I'll press my F2. That's a 600. Enter. Is that okay? That's fine. So from this point, I'll take my beam property. Though I know that with this 450 beam depth might not be sufficient. Is that okay? We need something that is higher than this. The reason is because the column that is going to rest on this is going to about 4 floors. Is that okay? 4 floors are going to sit on this particular one. So you should expect a bigger beam depth in that place, I guess. So from experience, I think I guess. All right. So I'll also come to this place also. come to this place also. Okay, let me see to this point here. You can see I'm doing this so that by the time I get to the first floor, I'm seeing all of this. I know where I'm going to position my columns. Is that okay? So put it here. Is that okay? So I'm having it direct. Is that okay? Also here also. So this is what I'm going to do. So let me just pause it. Is that okay? Okay, so we have on this side now. What about this other side? Let's check our AutoCAD. We also have the same thing along this other side. Is that okay? So I'm going to do the same thing. Is that okay? So 600. Let me escape first. So from this point now, this particular axis, I'll click on it, right click and click on offset. Is that okay? Offset F2 600. Is that okay? Enter. Is that okay? Oh, sorry, undo it. It's supposed to be minus. Is that okay? Minus. Is that okay? My F2, okay, minus 600. Is that okay? Enter. Okay, then take my property, my beam property. Is that okay? Take my beam property. Okay, I want to use this one from here to this place. Is that okay? Escape. Then from this point to this point, then escape from this point to this point, then escape. What happened to this other side? You can see this other side too. Let's confirm it. Let's confirm this other side. From this point to this point, what is it? 5 something is 600, so that's fine. I'll come to this place also. Then from here, click on this one. Click on this, right click and offset. Where is it? Okay, come to this other side. My F2 is also minus 600, then enter. Is that okay? So I also come to this place, take the property of this. Is that okay? From here to this point here. Is that okay? Escape from this point to this point. Is that okay? All right, so from this point to this point. Is that okay? If I say I'm going to use this and jump this, it will be too much. Is that okay? The length will be too much, so that's why I have to follow it like this. Is that okay? So depends on what the architect have drawn or have given you. You are going to work based on that. Is that okay? Just to ensure that yes, the structure is stable. Is that okay? That is fine. Now, having done this one like this, the next thing I'm going to do with this now, but if I generate this one now, you will notice that yes, I'm going to have a what they call it. This one doesn't show me that it's along this line. Is that okay? Along this place, I can position my column. But if I not put my this cantilever beam, you will notice that for me to put this one, I have to come and see how I can locate it. Come to AutoCAD and see where I'm going to put this line, this cantilever beam. Is that okay? But with this, it will be easy for me to go about. Is that okay? Okay, that's fine. So let's now generate our story. Now, to generate our story, let me do something. Okay, let me come to building setup rather, and come to this place. Edit story. Is that okay? Let me edit the story. Okay, let me edit the story. Let's go to AutoCAD. Is that okay? What are we having? Let's confirm. Okay, let me come. Okay, from this point, you see, this is 2850. Is that okay? 2850, also 2850, 2850, 2850, all to the end 2850. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll come back to this place and put my story height as 2850. Am I correct? Good. 2850. All right, I'll click on OK. Yes. Is that okay? 2850. Good and fine. So I can now go back. Is that okay? And insert story. Is okay. For now, I'm going to make it 2. Is that okay? 2. Then once I click on 2, I'll come to this place to generate it for me. Is that okay? Then I'll click on this and let's wait for it. Is that okay? Let's wait for it to come up. Perfect. It has come up. So let's now go back and go to our 3D and see what we have done. Can you see it now? Can you see what we have done? Is that okay? Now that we have done this one now, don't forget. Is that okay? Let me explain something to you now. Let me now explain something to you. Very, very important. Is that okay? Now, come to this place. You notice that this one here, is that okay? This column is from this top downward. Is that okay? And this one is from this top downward to the top of this. Am I correct? This one is on top of this. Is that okay? So this one I'm seeing here is as good as the top. Is that okay? These are the inside, which means this one here is resting on this. Is that okay? So that means that my loadings, everything is okay. I'll come to this place. You can see, as I explained, that this one here is going down and this one is also coming to rest on this. Is that okay? That's good. Now we are going to start making some adjustment right now. Is that okay? We are going to start making some adjustments right now, but before then, let me come back to my story and come to story 1. From this story 1, let me put my slab here, sorry, beam along this side. I want to put beam in the sense that, now let me tell you something, let me show you something. Now if I put slab here, are you hearing me? If I put only slab on this place, if I put only slab, are you getting me? Now during construction, definitely as it is, this one cannot pass the design, because this is 450. I'm still expecting something bigger than this, maybe something like 650 or 750. Is that okay? Now if I have this projection, is that okay, and I have my beam, is that okay, along this side, I have my beam along to connect these cantilever beams, and I have this beam connected rather. So it during a construction or during finishing, is that okay, under here can be covered. Can you see this place under can be covered? You will not know the depth of the beam. Is that okay? But if I not put this beam here, if I not put a beam here, is that okay? If I not put this beam here, let me show you something. Come up. If I not put the beam, is that okay, I only put a slab, is that okay, definitely people will be seeing the depth of this beam. And if you try to cover it down, if you try to cover it down, hear me, if you try to cover it down, what happened to the space in between the slab and where you covered? Is that okay? So that is that. So even though in terms of cost, putting beam might a little bit more expensive than that one, so but notwithstanding, let's go about it. So whatever one you want to go for, good and fine. Is that okay? Very good. So assuming also that the number of the height of this structure is just like maybe just only this one or additional one, yes, I can now say okay, no problem, I can just put my slab and put my line load or parapet load on the slab. Is that okay? Which now take care of the wall. Is that okay? But since this one is up to 4-story building, sorry, additional 4-story, definitely I have to do the needful. So let me go back. Okay, at this point now, take my, I haven't explained that. Let me now come to this place. Hope I'm in story 1. Story one. Okay, yes, I'm in story 1. So I'll come to this place, take this one, connect to this. Now if you look at this, my 600, if I should go by this dimension now, let me show you something again. If I go by this, let me see, where's my measure, let me see, where's my measure. Okay, if I measure from this center of this place to the edge of this place, it's more than 600. Can you see what we're having? So but that's not what we're having. What we're having is 600. Our 600 stop here. Is that okay? So how do you now rectify this one? So coming to this place, double click. Is that okay? Once you double click, come to this place here and then do your adjustment, click on that and then update. Is that okay? Can you see now? Can you see what we are having now? So if I should not measure, now from this point to this point here, I have my 600. Can you see? Perfect. So that's what we are going to be doing. So I'll come to this place, double click, let it come up. Then from this point here down to this point here and also to this point here. Okay, jump that place and come to this place. Okay, come to this point here. Okay, so come to this point here. All right, also come to this point here. Okay, and also come to this point here. Is that okay? So that is that. Then having done that, is that okay, having explained that, I will now come to this place also. Let me pick my slab. I'll also come to this place, the same thing. Is that okay? I'll put my slab here. Don't forget what I told you. Okay, sorry. Okay, perfect. Okay, come to this place. You'll be wondering, how is it going to be at site? Are they not too close? I'm going to explain something to you now. Let me finish. Okay, come to this one here, put it here. Okay, and finally put it here. Okay, let me quickly explain something to you. You might be wondering. So now if you look at this, is that okay, don't forget that this place down is a wall. This particular beam is a wall that goes down, so nobody is seeing this beam. Is that okay? Nobody is seeing this beam. The only thing they are going to see is this, so nobody know can be talking about this beam or this beam. All you'll be seeing is this one. Why? Because this one is already what? A wall, plastered and what? And painted. Is that okay? Likewise this. Okay, that is that. So you can ask what I'm having. Is that okay? So that's fine. Let me come to this other side. Let me come to this other side also. Let me come to this other side. Okay, I'm going to have this. Let me just take another one. Double click and also come to this place. Let me say from here to this place here. What am I having? Then come to this place. This one, let me say update. No. Okay, come to this one here. Click on update. Okay, perfect. So I'll now come to this place and also click. Is that okay? So let me see. Okay, it's okay. Let me see. Let me do it properly. Let me see. Why am I having this? Okay, let me take it again. Is that okay? From here to this point. Correct. This is what I'm expecting. I'm expected to have. Okay, why is this one also showing arrow? No, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So take this one, double click, and then come to this place. Take this one. So you have to do your modeling very well. Take your time to do it. Is that okay? Take your time to do it very well. Is that okay? So that you now have now encounter errors. Perfect. So I can now come to this place now. Pick this one to this place. Okay, good. I can now click on this one here like this and click on this. Okay, then that's fine. Also come to this place, also do the same thing, and that's fine. And also now at this point, now at this junction, is now your choice to see what you can do around this place. I'll come to this point here and take this one as my cantilever from this point here and take this one like this. Let me see. Okay, good and fine. So click on close and let's see. Okay, let me see. Let me take my this. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, and also here, and finally here. Okay, so that is that. Let's see what we have done so far. Is that okay? Okay, I have this. Can you see it now? Can you see what we are having? Is that okay? Don't forget, we are still going to make adjustments. Is that okay? We are going to make some adjustments. Is that okay? I'm still modeling the shape because this one here, this particular one here, this one you are seeing is the top. So all these ones are coming to this place. Is that okay? That is fine. Okay, let's come to this other side and quickly finish up. Okay, all right. The same thing is going to happen here. Let me double click and let property comes up. Then from this point here, let me take this one like this. Okay, come to this place. I think it should be this. All right. Okay, got it. So now come to this place again. Do the same thing. Okay, come to this place again, do the same thing, and finally come to this place and rest on this. Is that okay? Have your rest on that. Is that okay? Good. It's okay. So come to this place also. I'm going to have this one here. This one is small cantilever here to carry this long cantilever. Let me come to this place. I think it should be this. Okay, this one. Perfect. So I'll now come to this place and click. Is that okay? Let's see. No, it's outside, so come inside. I think it's this one. Perfect. So I can now click on close and then come to this place, take the property of this and then fix it here. Is that okay? Fix this one here. Okay, fix this one here. Okay, fix this one here. All right, fix this one here, and finally I put it on this. Is that okay? So that is that. So finally, let's now see what we are having. Let's see what we are having. Is that okay? So you can ask what we are having around it. Is that okay? What we are having around this place. Is that okay? So now I'm going to do part of this. Is that okay? Looking at this story one. Is that okay? This first story plan. I'm going to do this side. Is that okay? Once you have seen in the next video, we are now going to complete this one. Is that okay? We are going to complete this one in the next video. So this part 2 of this video, I will try to finish up this. Is that okay? Let's see how we can finish up this side. So in part 3, we'll now complete it. Is that okay? So that is fine, because if you have to complete it, it's going to take a lot of time. Is that okay? So that is that. So let's go ahead. Okay. Now I haven't done this one like this. Is that okay? I haven't done this one like this. Now I'll come to my story 2 plan. Is that okay? My story 2 plan. Story 2, double click. All right, this is my story 2 plan. So all I need to do now is to pick this, pick my column, double click on this. Is that okay? Double click on this, let it come up. Okay, now this time around I don't want 450 column depth. Is that okay? 225 by, okay, I want 230, sorry, 350. I think it's okay by this 3 by 225. Is that okay? So I'll come to this place, click on this. Good. I'll now come to this place. Now take it inside and then update. Is that okay? So let's see what we have. So at this point also, I also copy this one, take this one and come to this place, click on this. Perfect. Is that okay? So also come to this place, do the same thing, do the same thing. Is that okay? Come to this place, do the same thing. This place, do the same thing, do the same thing. So let me quickly pause it, and then finally this one. Is that okay? So that is fine. So now let's now go up and begin to do some adjustment. So is that okay? So I'll click on this, remove this, remove this. Is that okay? Remove this beam. Is that okay? Remove this one also, then take this one, double click on this one, then come up, then take it to this one. Is that okay? So that is that. I also take this one to this one if I want. Is that okay? So let me quickly do something. Click on this one, I think this one, and then update. Okay, that's all I need. So I'll come to this place now, click on this, click on this one. Is that okay? Escape and continue from this point, then to this point here, to this point here, and then to this point here, and to this point here, and then finally on this. Is that okay? Good. So now I'll come to this place again, come to this place, remove this. Is that okay? And also remove this column, and remove this, I remove this. Is that okay? Then take my property from here, from this point to this point. Perfect. I have that. And also come to this place, this one here, this one here, and this one removed. Then come to this place. Okay, remove this one, and then also this one. I'm coming. Yes, this one also. Am I correct? Perfect. Yes. I'll come to this place, then take this one from this point to this point and say no. Is that okay? I'm not splitting. Is that okay? So that is fine. Then come to this place also, do the same thing, click on this, remove this, I remove this, I remove this, remove this, also this beam, remove this beam. Okay, take the property of this and come to this place from this point here and take it to this and say no, I'm not splitting. Is that okay? Okay, that's fine. Now come to this place again, do the same thing, remove this one, remove this. Is that okay? So and also remove this. Okay, then take the properties of this and then come to this place, connect it straight. Is that okay? Perfect. Is that okay? All right, come to this place also. So you can now see, if I say I want to do everything on one video, it's going to take much time. So that's why I'm going to just do this one for you to see, and what you should be expecting to see in the next video. Is that okay? So I'm only doing one side. So I also come to this place, this one here, remove this one, remove this one, remove this one also. Sorry, remove this one. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay. Then take the property of this, and come to this place and click. Okay, that's fine. So what I will now do is that I will now remove this. Is that okay? I will remove this and this. Is that okay? And this one. Is that okay? And this one also. Remove those slabs. Okay. Then take the properties of this. Let me insert it properly. Is that okay? Come up. Okay, perfect. Okay, then come to this place also, do the same thing, and also come to this place, do the same thing. Come to this place, do the same thing. Is that okay? Come to this place and finally do the same thing. Is that okay? I'm going to take my time to do the adjustment. Is that okay? Let's check our 3D and see what we are having. Is that okay? So you can now see what we are having now on this other side. Sorry, this other side. Can you see what we are having now? Can you now see what we are having? Is that okay? You can see what we are having. Is that okay? So that is fine. Now if you notice this is what we are having here. This is what we are having here. You can see this one here. You can see this column, you see, as it was coming, stop at this point. So we have shifted it to this side. Can you see what we are now having along this side? Can you see it? All right. So that is that. Is that okay? Let's just finish with the perimeters. Is that okay? The perimeters is that okay? When we are done with the perimeter, at least we know that the is within that is remaining. Is that okay? So let's quickly complete the perimeters. Is that okay? So that is fine. I go back to my plan. Quickly go back to my plan. So at this point in time, I will only show you this one. So then this place now is that okay? I change this column, pick this column property. Is that okay? Take this column property. I'm going to fix it here. I don't want this. I want let's say 225 by 350. Let me use 250 at this point. If it fails, we can change it, isn't it? Perfect. If it changes, we can. If it fails, rather, we can change it. So let me bring it to this point here. Let me click here. Is that okay? Good. So let me click here. Let's put it here. If it fails, we can change it. There's no problem about that. So that is fine. So 250 should be okay, I guess. Should be okay to 300. 250, 300 should be okay. So that's fine. So let me pause it. Is that okay? You already know what I'm going to do here. Or let me just bring this one here. Then escape. Now beam. Is that okay? Let me pick this beam. Let it come up. Is that okay? I'll connect this one to this one here. Is that okay? Okay, come to this other side and click on this update. Am I correct? Okay, no, the other one. Okay, then update. Okay, good. So I'll click on this one also, and also let me escape this. Then from this point, I take it to this point. Then okay, perfect. I'll come to this place and click. Is that okay? Let's see. Okay, good and fine. So all I need to do now is that okay? I'm going to delete this one to connect this one. Is that okay? You already know that one before. So okay, I've deleted them. So therefore, let's insert these ones. Is that okay? Let me insert this from here to this point here, and also escape from this point then to this point. Is that okay? We are done with this. Is that okay? Let me just quickly change the slab, delete this slab, and also delete this slab. Let me definitely delete this slab. Is that okay? Take the properties of this and also put it where? Let me put it here. Is that okay? Come up. Okay, perfect. Put it here, and also this one come up. I put it here. Okay, all right. So I'll come to this other side too. Again, I'll come to this other side. Then I'll make. Let me take this. This one will come this way. Okay, let me see. Perfect. Come up. I'll do this one's cantilever here. Is that okay? This is a cantilever here. Escape. Take this property. As I said, I'm going to use what 250. Is that okay? Let's see if it fails. We can change it, isn't it? So we are the one designing. So 250 by 225. Let me see. Okay, let me come to this place and change the pattern. Okay, is it correct? Along that line. Okay, it's okay. So I'll come to this place also and put it here. You can now see that this one helped me to know that at the ground floor I'm having what this beam here. Is that okay? So I don't need to be going down and coming up to see where my beam, my cantilever beam is. Is that okay? So that is that. Then come to this place also. Double click on this. Is that okay? And then come to this place. Let me pick from here, from this point to this point. What am I having? Is it accurate? Okay, no. Come to this place and then click on this one and update. Is that okay? Yes, good and fine. Then I'll proceed. I proceed here. Is that okay? I proceed. Okay, come to this place and also click, and also come to this place. I want to be fast as possible to reduce the length, at the same time be accurate. Is that okay? So, and then finally it lands here. Is that okay? That is fine. Then escape. Is that okay? Escape. So the next thing I'm going to do now, at this point here, I'm going to delete this automatically, definitely. So delete this one, then delete this one. Is that okay? And also delete this one here. Is that okay? Good and fine. Also, I'll come to this place, delete this one. This is what I'm going to delete these ones and this one. Is that okay? Let me pause the video to reduce the length. Is that okay? All right, I've deleted them. So the next thing, I'll now connect my beams. Is that okay? I'll connect my beams. So I'll double click on it. Let's come up. So from this point now, I'll click on this to this place. Is that okay? Then escape from this place to this place. Then the next one, escape from this point to this point. Is that okay? Then escape. Now come to this place. Okay, I've not deleted this one. I've not deleted this one. Let me delete it. Okay. So you can now see what we are doing. Is that okay? So this is how to go about it. This is how to go. Okay, undo. Sorry. Okay, click on this and remove this one, and also this one, remove this one. Is that okay? Then double click on this and then bring it up. Is that okay? Click on this and bring it to this. Okay, which one again? Okay, perfect. So I will now do what? I'll remove this. Is that okay? Let me remove it. Is that okay? Let me pause it to remove. Okay, so I've removed those slabs. So I want to insert the new slab now. So let's see. Let's adjust. Let's just do this one. Even though some of them I will still remove it later, but for now, for the sake of this video, we can't leave it like this. So let's just finish this one. Is that okay? So that is that. We have to follow it gradually. Is that okay? And finally this point here. Is that okay? So good and fine. So let's now see what we have done in 3D. Let's now see how it goes. So can you see it now? Can you see? Can you see that we are now having something close to this? Close to this. Can you see it now? All these columns now are now here. Is that okay? And all these columns now are now here, and all these columns are now here at this edge. Is that okay? So that is that. So you can now see what we are having. So if I go to the 2D plan, so you can now see where those columns are here, isn't it? Which we have shifted to this side, and along this side where those columns were are along this place, but we have shifted them to this place. And see these ones here, the columns were here on the ground floor, but now on the first floor we have brought them to this point. Is that okay? Which now give us what we are having here in AutoCAD. Is that okay? So now how do we go about this one now? The rest, is that okay? All these ones within this place, and also this corridor. Is that okay? All of them, and you can see this place also. How do we go about all of this? Then our next video, which is part 3, we are going to work on that. Is that okay? And when we are done with that, we'll generate the remaining story and we'll proceed. Is that okay? So that is fine. So thank you very much. Finally, I want to say bye till I see you next time. Goodbye.